touchback. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed, and it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3. Takes it to about the 37. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
34 yards there and a 1st down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Alert! 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 What's that?
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now. Allen escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
7-7, our score after 1. Throw left side complete. That's Fox. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I pull up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And the reception made by Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Regular.
In motion left goes Green. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 2nd down now, Carrington, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion, the tight end.
Alert! Hey, hold.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs, 33 yards, and the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fox.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Into space at the 45 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Herbert now. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitz.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
56. Yo. What's that?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Hey, tight. 56. Alert. Regular. What's that?
Hands it off out of the gun. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
What's that?
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the 1st down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going quickly out to the right side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now a 2nd and 6.
Middle.
To the air, Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Touchdown, Bills! A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult 1st half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. 12.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, go
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's Eckler again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
In motion right is Jones. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And quickly they get to the line.
5-9.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
5-9.
Here's Herbert. Caught by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Now Herbert going to change the look. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. That's caught by Kelly. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. On the give, this is Eckler. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Eckler. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
Right back to him on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Brings up 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Alert! 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 Look out! Look out!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On second down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Off 52.
Up the middle they go. Carrington. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Herbert. Complete to Kelly. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Hey, go Lion.
First down.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Brings up second and 7.
Back to throw here, Herbert. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Baylor Tiger.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Keller. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
5-9. Crowd right.
Herbert back to the air. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory.